Hey, good morning, everybody. Russell here. Last week I went down to Rye, New Hampshire, where they have this really big skate park with my son Brendan, who's 11. He does the BMX freestyle, and this particular when we go down, we usually go down once a week. I usually ride with him, and this last week my wife couldn't go. She had a band rehearsal that she had to go to. And so we went down. I brought Brendan, and then I brought my 6-year-old Jacob. And usually when we go, I go ride with Jacob. I go ride with Brendan. And Jacob and Mom go to like Walmart. Usually they'll get like a little toy from him because like in the skate park, it's tough to kind of keep Jacob occupied. So they'll go out, I ride with Brendan, they come back. But Kathy wasn't there, so it was just me and Jacob, and I couldn't leave the skate park because Brendan was riding, and I just didn't want to leave him alone. So it was a different routine for Jacob, who's 6, and he's used to going and like getting a snack, getting like some food. He's used to going, and getting a toy. And we were sitting there at the skate park, just me and him without Mom. And he's a 6-year-old, and he has this routine in his head. And he totally flipped out. Like he was just like really, like I tried to explain to him, like we can't go get a toy. We're here, we have to stay here. Mommy's not here, so Daddy has to stay at the skate park with you. And so anyway, long story short, it was just one of those 6-year-old moments where for probably, I would say like 5, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, he was just completely flipping out. He was crying. He was like asking me over and over again, can we just go to the store and get a toy? And he was just being like extremely persistent. And I started to kind of feel like a little upset by it. And, But I persisted in this thing of like talking to him like, Jacob, let's walk around the skate park. Let's find some fun things to do. And for the first like 10 minutes, he wanted nothing to do with that. All he wanted to do was sit there in the chair and complain about how I wasn't taking him to get a toy. And I just kind of gave up, and I just sort of let him have his issue without trying to kind of change it. And somewhere around like 10, 15 minutes, his mood started to change, and then I don't know, him and I went and walked to the bathroom or something like that, and he started looking around, and then we saw there was kind of like these toys over in the corner that he could play with, and he started playing with those, and we started talking, and then we started like looking at different things in the skate park, and like so it was just like right around like 15 minutes, like all of a sudden like everything changed. And the reason I'm telling you all this is that it makes me think about sitting with discomfort. Human beings, and myself included, especially myself, like early in recovery, like early sobriety, I had such an aversion to any kind of discomfort so it was kind of like, well, addiction is kind of like this. It's like you have a feeling, and then you use or you practice that addictive behavior to kind of change the way that you feel inside. But anyway, it was like really a challenge for me early in recovery to kind of sit with feelings and discomfort and fears and all these things that were there. And I had some really great people at the beginning that were just kind of like, what you want to do with that is you want to sit with that fear and that discomfort long enough until it passes. And I realized when Jacob kind of hit that 10, 15 minute point, I don't know if it was something chemical in his brain or whatever, all of a sudden he came back to normal. It was like he was upset, and then I made him sit with that, and then all of a sudden his brain just kind of equalized, and he started to have a really good time. And this is kind of why I'm throwing this out there. I have to remind myself of this every day. I don't have to change how I feel. I don't have to like change circumstances around me. Usually the problem is something internal inside of me. And if I let my discomfort sit there long enough, on the other side of that, is a heightened ability to deal with adversity and to deal with discomfort. But usually on the other side of that is real peace, and I can usually come out the other side and go, wow, this is really what was going on when I was feeling that way. You know what I mean? Rather than running off and whatever, overeating, drinking, complaining to somebody, whatever, all the things that we do to sort of make the fact that we feel uncomfortable anything but our responsibility. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. Hope you got some value from it. Feel free to join my private Facebook community. Go to wellnessseekerscommunity.com, wellnessseekerscommunity.com. If you'd like to see my exact daily routine for wellness, go ahead and grab a free copy of my very short ebook down below or up above. And hope you have a great day. Thanks.